little gem here in the heart of Heidelberg. Beautiful dam. Andre, how did it go?
Yes, Caroline, it's always difficult to try a new dam, try different things. The dam doesn't get fished a lot. And the last 2 days we've spent our time fishing different depths. We had Werner and Anton joining us. But let's go have a look at what happened.
So second afternoon here at a private venue. We arrived here late yesterday afternoon. Only managed to get my rods in this afternoon. Already I've got a bite. Werner helped me out there landing my fish. So he's quickly going to bring it up. Like you can see, it's quite rocky here. Bring it up and we can have a closer look at it. Let's go have a look. Some helping hands here. It's unbelievably cold here. We heard that it's snowing about 17 kilometers away from us, so yeah, not the warmest weather, but still managed to catch a fish. Like you can see, a beautiful little linear carp, beautiful colors and very good condition. It's late afternoon, the light isn't great, so we're going to sack the fish and take some good photographs tomorrow morning. Wet the bag, we're going to put this fellow in.
As Caroline explained, it's extremely cold here. No one's had a run. She had her rods out for about an hour and a half and she got her first run, and she's going to sack it now for a photo. But another reason we convinced her to sack it is we're all very curious to see what this fish is eating, because they let their stomachs go in the carp sack, so you can see and identify the food they're actually feeding on. This is a new dam for us. The farmer that's been nice enough to let us fish here, Anton, fished here for a couple of years and only really started doing specimen in the dam now. This is very interesting what Caroline caught it on. Werner lost a fish earlier today. He had a run and got snagged and broke the trace. And somehow this fish came and picked up Caroline's bait as well and tied that little hook link that broke off earlier onto Caroline's hook. These fish are clever.
Beautiful morning here, very, very cold. And there's actually tears running from my eyes, so it's like holding everything around me. It's frozen, so yeah, these fish have got that similar to this fish. While the fish is on, Dana also got a take and the guys just to go and get back to the fish out. Here's our fish, everything around is frozen. Not a big fish, still very good fish, very good fish. Not a big fish. And I need to get this fellow back before my fingers freeze off. God, this water is freezing. I need to get to the fire. I need to heat my hands. Ew. Not built for this.
It's unbelievably cold where we're fishing. I fished to the main dam wall there, about 500 meters out, about 3 meters from the dam wall at 24-foot water on a little plateau. The actual water on the fish finder is 11 degrees. Very, very cold. This is a dam that doesn't really get fished. So we took an approach of putting out something of everything, a couple of mealy hook baits, maize, a couple of kaboo mealies. This one in particular had a mealy and tiger nut combination. Okay, that's disappointing. It was probably not a proper hook set. You see now, that is exactly what fishing's about. I'm using 80-pound fluoro braid as a leader, and it's snapped up. So obviously through the night, my receiver didn't pick up that I had a run. Took me around a tree or something. It has to be a proper fish to snap 80-pound fluoro braid with spider wire. That's fishing. Okay, this is Caroline's fish she got yesterday afternoon, and Werner and Anton quickly took it out to have a look. what comes out, what the fish has been feeding on. And there's a bit of crab, bit of shells from the mussels, bloodworm, a lot of food in this dam. Anton actually took out some mussels this size yesterday. And because carp's got those strong crushes in the back of their throat, they can eat anything like that and crush it into pieces.
Quickly gonna put this fish back. Beautiful little specimen. Ooh. And wait for it to grow a bit bigger. Guys, very alive. Guys.
Okay, what I'm busy doing, I put 2 kaboom mealies on for Carolina on a second rod on a JRC hook, JRC 25-pound cocoon braid, hook link, JRC ring swivel, JRC grommet, and amnesia for the stiff rig. This is about 25 centimeter with a safety clip for the sinker. It's essential that when this fish takes off, we're fishing in between the rocks there, when it takes off the sinker needs to release. Just to ensure your fish doesn't get snagged up. There's minimal things on your whole rig that can get snagged up. Your sinker is your first one, and then those little plastic rigs. What we do is I actually cut half that safety clip off to ensure a guaranteed release, and then I'm just dipping it for Carolina into gulp pineapple dip. Because there's such big fish in this dam, we're now going to tie this whole rig to the winch of the Amarok to make sure we can land it.
Right now, this is my first on for this weekend. We've been here for 2 full days now. I had a bit of a struggle with the wind to get all my lines in. We're fishing this dam for the first time. We weren't sure what we're going to get the fish on, so we tried a bit of everything. And yeah, so let's see what this dam can offer us. We're still going to spend a couple of more days here. The smaller fish we got, Caroline got this morning and last night, were in quite good condition. Seems like a nice little mirror. I guess roughly about 5 kilos, which is a good sign that we see after the cold front the fish are starting to feed. So over the next 2 days I'm sure we'll get something better. Something that's very interesting about this dam, we've got 4 fish in this size category about now, and we've only caught mirrors, so it seems like there's quite an abundance of mirror carp in this dam, and the fish are in a very, very good condition. As you can see, this one is roughly about, I'd reckon, 3.5 to 4 kilos. Not a big fish. They're very strong and very healthy. Move the fish now to the smaller dam. It runs through to the bigger dam. It's got an overflow into the big dam, and we spoke to the owner, and he's releasing the smaller fish into the small dam where we can maybe start a feeding system to grow the carp, which after we'll move them back to the bigger dam. So yeah, which I think is a brilliant plan. We're going to be able to see how this strain of carp are growing when we move them back in 2 years time or so. As you guys can see, really a beautiful linear carp, almost a fully scale.